Hey, I just wanted to see if anyone would get on here tonight. And I won't be on here too long. I just wanted to see. I'm trying to get. I'm using the animal spirit. So I just wanted to see if anyone comes on and wants a reading. Uh, I'm just trying to get comfortable with doing lives and communication through this. My chihuahua is snoring. It's currently 10:57 right now. So I see one person's on, but I don't know if that's default or not. But I was thinking about doing some scripting, and some of you might know what I'm talking about. Some people do morning pages. It's like you do stream of consciousness, 3 pages in the morning. And I thought about doing that at night because I'm just more of a night person. And I was thinking about doing that slash scripting. And because I really need something to keep my mind busy. And sometimes I don't always feel like reading, which I do try to read, but I wanted to almost come on here weekly and do just the element, so like the elements of the zodiacs, and then get back to the 12 zodiacs monthly, especially on Patreon, and once in a while do it on here. But I'm trying to really work on attracting new clients and attracting more clients like I have now, which they're very lovely, consistent, very supportive, and I really want to give back to them. But I'm also wanting to welcome new clients in. So that's just what I'm working on. And I was going through what I've been working with a lot lately, and it's been holy water and Paleo Santo for sure. And I got a big box of Paleo Santo, so when anyone orders off my physical website, a physical item, I'm going to be sending a free Paleo Santo stick with every order. And usually I make tea lights and I do custom orders as well. Sometimes I'll sell decks, crystals, things like this, and also herbs. So, and my chihuahua is snoring. You could probably hear it. But yeah, I was on here the other night, and to make a long story short, without going into detail, always trust your intuition. It's very important that you develop your intuition. It's good to confide in other people and to go to other spiritual people, even if you're a spiritual counselor, like what I do. But it's also important to have those that you trust, and that when you kind of feel like you need that confirmation from a different source, a different light worker, I feel like that is needed. It's almost like a spiritual cleanse or a spiritual check-in. So, and I've heard this from someone else that I really look up to. She's a spiritual counselor as well, and she's a dear friend of mine for years, and she always says psychics confirm each other, good psychics do. So it's always good to get that second confirmation. Always trust yourself. It's not always needed, and sometimes the best experiences is when you're not getting that confirmation from outside influences. It's almost like you have to be patient and see if your intuition's on point for yourself. And a lot of people say that it's not good to read for yourself. Some people don't agree reading your own cards. I would have to agree to disagree, because I feel like, again, like I said, there's times when you need that time to be open to receiving from other people as and just not keep giving, but it's also to practice self-love and keep building that intuition, keep building that sacred bond of spirit in yourself by using your own vessel. But sometimes we forget as spiritual people that it's either one extreme or the other. And I've noticed this where we want to be wrapped up in spirituality. We don't want to do mundane things, or we're so wrapped up in mundane things that we forget to take care of ourselves spiritually. So that's just been what's on my mind as well. Um, I thought about talking about how I manifest, but that's, things that I want to make sure you guys are interested in. And I went onto my patrons. I have a private Instagram page for them, and I tried to go live earlier today, and I believe it was around 6 o'clock Eastern time, and there wasn't anyone on, which I understand. That's probably around work hours, dinner time, especially if you're in the Eastern Standard time zone. But I'm really trying to see where you guys are all at. I know some of you are in, I think, the UK. Some of you are in like Iowa. Some other of you are in Florida. So there is some differences there in the time. So I'm just, like I said, I'm experimenting. I need to maybe try to get on a little earlier in the morning to see, and maybe earlier in the night, like after dinner. So um there was another thing I was going to talk about, but she's snoring so loud. Let's see. I'm trying to think what I can work with. I'm trying to. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. So crystals. I've noticed we all have blind spots. I truly believe that, and that's why we all need each other. We're all needed, somehow, some way. We're part of a big puzzle. The one crystal that I like working with is clear quartz. Now, I don't have it in this room. I did have it on me, but I don't have it right now. But the clear quartz was a big chunk, and it was, I think, like a cluster. It's got more of the raw format, but it does have a little bit of polished. And it's a very powerful stone. And I can feel the sensitivities with that crystal. I've been working with it for the past 3 or 4 days, and I can tell a big difference in my gifts. I can hear my angels better. I feel more energized when it comes to getting on live and communicating with you guys, trying to make content, trying to connect. Not so much at work because I don't take it to work, but when I get home, the replenishment. And so that's just something that's been on my mind. I really want to kind of tell you how I work with my crystals, but I always like to rinse them under cool water when I feel like they're not giving me an abundance of energy. Sometimes I will use holy water. I will infuse Reiki into it and reprogram it, or I will use selenite and put it next to any crystal I need to charge. The full moon's great too, especially if you have crystals that you cannot put in water because it'll dissolve, such as selenite. But clear quartz has been a staple for me right now. And again, it's not as prominent as it was the other night. If you watch my other live, I do feel like there's something watching me, but it's not, excuse me. It's not like it's nothing bad. It's just like a watching over protected energy. Um, I probably will sage this room tonight and burn some Palo Santo. And I do have my shamanic drum, and I need to work with that. I haven't worked with it in a while. I thought about going out in the woods and, doing that before it gets too cold outside with winter, slowly coming into the picture. It's, kind of the fall season right now. So that's been on my mind too. And I'm trying to think if I thought about doing more vlogs. But again, it'll be chopped up and kind of random like all my videos are. But I was also considering doing almost like small videos of how I've kind of built up to where I'm at. Of course, I thought about doing a paid course, but I also thought about doing some like I like Kelly Ann Maddox on here. She's great for spirituality as well, especially with tarot and things like that. And I like her idea of like her videos are like quick bites. And I thought about doing something similar to that, but not calling it that, but just shorter videos that kind of discusses what I'm using, what kind of incense I'm using, um, oils, candles, music, crystals, things like that. Um, what kind of inspirations I'm pulling off of what I'm studying, what I'm reading, things like that. And I have also liked the idea of book reviews and doing a book club because at the library now, at my local library, they're doing a banned book thing. And right now it is The Handmaid's Tale. And my mom was like, go get your free copy. We'll read it together. And I think the library is having a, live discussion the end of this month about the book if you want to join. But, I like that idea. I like learning and sharing, you know, a common goal with you guys and not just be putting content out there with no participation. Um, I want to learn and grow with you guys. And, I need you to help me grow and learn. And I like to be humble in that way. At least I try to be as humble as I can. But I don't want to stay on too terribly long. I know the last couple, I think there was two lives, maybe it was a third live, but I was on here for like an hour. And so the other night I was here for 20 minutes. So I think I might start coming on daily for like 20, 30 minutes or just, at the very least 10, just to check in, to see if anyone's watching. Hi, Tammy. It's good to see you on here. And I just wanted to get your guys' request, because I like the idea of just talking as a group and discussing what you want to talk about. And I've also liked the idea of having a topic in mind, and then we can always build upon that once it's discussed, and then do intuitive readings afterwards before, the live ends, something along those lines. But I'm trying to find the best time for a small group of people so that it's more focused so I can really pay attention to you guys more individually and you feel like, I'm just not here to hear myself talk. I really want to, you know, have a relationship with you guys. So I didn't know if you guys had any questions or requests or a certain time you would rather see me on YouTube. Yeah, Tammy. I really need to that's why I wanted to get your guys' opinion because I thought about doing a schedule, you know, if it's a couple times a week or short period daily or, longer lives on the weekends, like what you guys are wanting so that I can accommodate that and kind of, if I have to, kind of work it in somehow. Because I feel like right now, um, I'm going with my intuition. I'm coming on when I feel like spirit wants me to, and then I'm not. You guys are on here, and that kind of, you know, is a kind of sad because I like to communicate with you guys. But it's also nice that you can watch it later. I can put things out there and you guys can always comment later. You can always email, things like that. So, did you have anything you wanted to add, Tammy, or anything you are wanting to get from this channel or anything you're wanting from Patreon that you feel would make the perks better? I'd love to know. If you don't want to put it in this live chat box, I understand. You can always email me, but it's good to see you on here tonight. And there is another person, so there's two of you here, but I only hearing from you, which is fine. But I didn't know if the one person live every live I go on is a default, like I said in the other videos, or if there is someone that's consistently coming on every live and they're just not communicating with me. So that's just something I'm trying to work through. And I don't know if you can hear Dex. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but she's so tired. Sorry. I'm being unprofessional a little bit, but I'm just being authentic. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to see what was going on. Thanks. Yeah, she follows me everywhere, so she's just tired. She likes me in the other bedroom. But she's like, "Oh, mom's doing it again tonight. I'll just wait until she's done." Um, I'm sorry, I can hear her snore. I'll probably go to bed here in a minute, but I just wanted to get on here and see how you guys are doing. Are you doing good, Tammy? Is everything good where you're at? It's pretty quiet here. It was pretty cold this morning, and then it got a little warmer tonight. You're at work. I understand that. Yeah, it would be great if you can let me know. Maybe you don't know, maybe you have a job like I've had in the past where, you just get called in and you're not sure when you're going to work, or you go to work and then someone doesn't show up, so you get stuck again and do two shifts in one day without being prepared for it. But I hope I'm not interrupting your work. I hope work's going smoothly and, you get some rest when you get home. I don't know if you work nights, but working nights is rough. I understand. I've done that for a couple years, and that's why I'm still a night owl because my body just won't adjust completely back to being up during the day and going to bed at night early. Would weekends work better, do you think, Tammy? Or do you work on the weekends sometimes? Okay, well, I can try to come on the weeks you don't. you don't work, if that helps. And then, if you have questions or requests, I can definitely accommodate that. Yeah, work every other weekend. I've done that too. I've worked every weekend. I've kind of moved around. Are you fine with that schedule? I didn't know if that was, something you got talked into or but yeah, I'm glad you came on and like I said, I'm sorry I came on when you're at work. Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, like I said, I want to get, especially for patron Tammy, I want to have more consistent scheduled lives. Even if it's not, it won't be on here. It'll probably be on my Instagram, the private one for patrons, and then that way I can work with you and a couple other people, and it's more intimate and we can cover a lot of ground and it'll kind of fill in the missing pieces from, me just emailing twice a week, giving the Reiki session and the reading. And then, throwing out that extra content that is kind of random, like my discussion tonight. But yeah, I mean, even if, someone you love is not a patron, like I said, we can always work out as long as a couple people is going to be like, this is the greatest time for me, and this day would work. I'll work it in. So then at least there's, going to be there's, we know we're all going to come together and you're not going to miss out on anything. And it is nice, and sometimes I don't know if you're going from your phone or your laptop or whatever it is, but I try to put Facebook posts and Instagram and I try to email, but sometimes, like you said, you don't get the notification. And like the other day, my email wasn't working. So I had to like go on my laptop and was like, oh, I have like 34 emails, and it was mainly junk mail, but that's things that I like to at least see, hey, I'm getting a message from you guys. So I got that fixed on my phone. So I'm just trying to come up with new ideas for Patreon. Um, because it's nice to get the Reiki and the readings, but I also want to throw in there like once or twice a year, sending a small envelope of Reiki products or things like that, or, thank you gifts. And I don't know, I just kind of want to see what else could be worked with, because I had one past client, they actually requested something and I created that monthly subscription with. So it's good to get your guys' input so I can create new listings for your budget and for your needs. I like to meet in the middle. But I'll probably let you guys go. And I hope that you reach out, Tammy, through email if you can, whenever you got time. There's no rush. And we can kind of and then we can kind of discuss, how we can make this more consistent and we can make it more known. So there'll be, more of a notification instead of me just randomly getting on here and your phone decides to, we'll just give a notification out. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys too. I know you guys have busy lives and I appreciate your love and support. And I just want to give that back to you because this is what I love to do. I might not be perfect at it, but it is something that I know I can give back 100% with the purest intention. So I want to stay humble and I want to stay grateful. And that's just I feel a lot of people they miss the opportunity to get heard and to have attention that they deserve, and spirituality is a great way to accommodate that because a lot of people can't afford resources such as a counselor and things like that. So it's no substitute. I'm not saying that, always go to professionals if you need certain services, but I just like doing it in this avenue. So thanks for allowing me to do what I do. Without you guys, I wouldn't be doing it. I don't feel without spirit it would be possible. And it's just very rewarding, just like social work. I've always been in that kind of field and it's a lot, but it's worth it too. You get to meet a lot of great people. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you so much. I'm sending you so much love, and I really hope you have a good night. And I really hope to talk to you soon. And I will try to be back on tomorrow. Um, but again, just let me know when it works for you, and I'll get a hold of the other patrons, and we'll try to work some couple days out this month so we can get things scheduled and get that consistency going. And if there's anything you can think of, don't hesitate to request or ask. I would love to accommodate because I just, I really love this and I really want to continue growing and learning and experiencing with you guys. All right, I'm gonna go and let her go back to bed because she's done snoring. Oh, she's awake. So she's like, Mom, are you ready for bed? All right, guys. Much love.